Show the breakdowns of how to work on the machine and some simple things with the machine that you can look at, try to figure out what's wrong with it, and set up an installation and stuff like that. So this is the first time you're setting it up and installing it, getting it set up and ready for a location, or testing at your shop when you first get it in. The gantry itself, this is called the gantry. From this end to this end, it's the rollers that roll from front to back, and the center that runs left and right. The gantry, the center, this is the center. I call it a center car. I don't know what you want to call it, but easiest description is the center car. It drives center from left to right. The whole pickup piece, if you pick it up and take it out, it's called a gantry. You have two rollers on each side. Left side's got a motor that takes it front and back. The center car's got a left motor, is for left and right, and the right motor's for up and down. So when you first get your crane, the gantry will more than likely be in a box on the floor. You'll pull it out of the box and set it up on the rails like it is right now. Once you get it up on the rails, you're going to take it back to the corner and you can plug it in. You always put your gantry wires, your two connectors, which are the wire right there. As you see, follow that light, goes up to the corner. You're going to take it between your gantry rod, the rod that it rides on, and the glass. Goes up in the corner and plugs into the two connectors at the corner. You have to ensure and make sure you always put that clamp on there, that cable clamp. That cable clamp right there has to go around the two connectors going to your ballast and to above the connector going to your gantry. That way it's holding the wire and the connector and everything isn't ripped apart or pulled apart when it's moving around. So that's the first step after you get it up. Then once you get it up, you've got a little bracket that looks like this. That's your bracket that bolts it to the wall. So it's sitting and bolted on top of the bar on each side. You have to make sure you put those brackets in there. If you don't put the brackets in there when this thing tracks front to back, it's going to have a tendency, if something's wrong or you have any little issues, of walking up and off the bars. If it does, it can fall down, break the, swing down, hit the glass, shatter the glass, or shatter your plastic around your chute area. So once you get these out of here, they're in a bag usually in the bottom of the machine. The bag looks like this. It comes with all your extra stuff. It comes with your manual. It comes with power cord, an extra bag of gantry gear, some fuses, tall string, and then with these. When you get these and you set them up, it goes right here between the end panel of the gantry and the glass. You'll put it just like this, go between the two and between the two rollers, push it up there, and once you get it up in place, then you'll come over and put your screws from the inside. In here, you'll see it, you put your screws from the inside that way, and there's one of the screws right there, and the second one goes right next to it. Once you get those screws in those two places, right there, that holds that bracket in place, and it can no longer come up and off the rails if it's tracking sideways. So once you've got all those on there, then the next thing we do is you would get a pair of cutters, and you always cut this off. You got to hold the claw, because once you do, it will fly down, fall out of there. You come in and cut off your claw, so there's nothing, nothing holding it anymore. They're usually always strapped to it. Once you get it cut, there will be one at the bottom that goes up into the back side and comes up over the rail. Make sure you cut it below here, and then once you do, you can pull it back out the top. So once you get it, you pull it out the top, you can throw all this away. Now your gantry's down, it's snapped together for the connectors in the back corner. The clamp is holding the cables in place. Your brackets are on, now you're ready to start the machine. On the gantry, you have to make sure that the string goes the right way when you're prepping this and getting it ready for setup. So you take the covers off, there's your front cover. It should pop a little bit and slide down, which the claw was too close to it. The back cover slides left. If you look in the mirror back there, you can see the pins back here. It slides left off those pins, and then you just pick it up. So it's up and out of the way. Always ensure when you first set this up and the claw's down before you turn it on, make sure the string is going through the right way. There are springs on here that kind of hold it in place to make sure it don't come off, but it still can come off. So make sure your string comes out of the top of the claw, comes up around the left side of the little small roller in the middle, around the right side, down the left side of the roller that's on this little swing arm, spring-loaded arm, around the left side of it and up the right side to this pulley. I call it a Z. It's a sideways Z. You got to make sure it's in that position. If it's not in that position, a couple different things can end up happening. You can either, your lower switch doesn't open or close, or your upper switch ends up not open and close. So it either doesn't know it's down or it doesn't know it's up, which will end up causing you a lot of problems. So that's it.